All right, let's talk about blogs. I love blogs because as a person who does not enjoy the feeling of selling to people, I much prefer to inform, to engage, to entertain, to just add value in a way that isn't directly saying, buy my stuff, buy this stuff, buy that stuff. If you can relate to that, blog writing might be an awesome fit for you as a copywriter. But the one question that I hear over and over is how you end a blog. Typically, anytime you write copy or content, you're going to hear about what's called the CTA. That is short for the call to action. And with copy, every single word you write is supposed to compel people to do something. You're trying to get them to sign up for a newsletter, to buy a product, to download a guide, to take some kind of action. You do that by giving them a call to action at the end where you say, got this specific problem, take this step to solve it. You don't really do that so much with blogs because they're not about selling the way that copy is. They're more about informing and making you think more about, maybe this is something that'll fit into my life someday. I'm going to keep this company in mind because they clearly know their stuff. So, because I hear so much about the CTA and it is a bit nebulous if you don't really know what to look for, I wanted to come in and show across just four totally randomly selected blogs what that can look like. So the first thing is a hair salon in Indiana. And this is a blog about a hair system that they offer and about common questions that they get. So we go through the blog, informative, just answering questions. And then at the very end here is where we find the CTA. So they spotlight the service provider, the salon, a little bit more and about what their approach is. And then if you're ready to try out, just contact us to get started. This is what is typically referred to as a soft CTA. This isn't telling somebody, pay your deposit for your salon appointment today or book your appointment right now today. It's just contact us to get started, which could mean whatever the reader wants it to mean. It could mean call and ask any additional questions you have, call and ask how long we've been in business and what our credentials are. Just find out more. We invite you. So this is kind of what any blog should end with. You want to end with something to keep them engaged with the client, whether that's another blog they're going to go read that's related to the topic, contacting them to get more info, which is the most common one that I see. So let's move on to the next one. Another hair salon. As a beauty copywriter, had to grab a couple hair salons. And this one is from New Year's a couple years back. And same thing, they talk about how hard it is to be happy during the holiday season when you're struggling with self-care and hair loss. And then very similar to the last one at the bottom here, set up a consultation with us, which again is not pay us money, is not, commit to this huge expenditure. It's just come chat with us, come learn more. We invite you. Now for something completely different. This is a commercial HVAC provider. So they work with property managers, warehouses, office buildings, that kind of thing in order to make sure that their HVAC is in good working order. So this blog goes through things that any good property manager should think about in order to keep their HVAC in good working order. And then here at the bottom, once again, do you work closely with, or, do you have this problem type of thing? And then contact us today. And there's not even, they're not even saying what to contact them about. It's just if you have a problem or you want to talk about this, get in touch. And then lastly, I've got a counseling center. So this is a blog about the value of couples attending premarital counseling before they get married. So they go through, talk about reasons why you might consider this, the benefits, what to expect, how to talk about your partner with it. And then finally, once again, I invite you to contact us. Invitations and contact us are kind of the common language that you'll see. And then there's a link to do so or a link to the homepage to keep them on the website. And then just a little bit more about what they do and how they do it to further convince the reader that they've got something helpful to offer them. So this is essentially what you want to be doing at the end of your blogs. You want to be thinking about the emotional state, the mental state of the reader, what else they might want to know, where they're at, think of their journey from, oh, I just heard about this counseling center or whatever the client might be, to, oh, I'm ready to pay money for a session or a service or buy something from this person. There's a lot of steps you have to get through. And blogs are one of the steps that help move that person closer to making a purchase. So think about, okay, if I was in their shoes, what would I need to feel confident about buying this thing? What else would I want to know? And that's kind of what your CTA should revolve around. Typically, the answer is I would need to know a little bit more about how this company can serve my specific need, which means I need to talk to them directly now. But there are also times when it's, okay, I'm going to need a lot more information, in which case you can link additional blogs down here. You can even make the call to action to, have you dealt with this problem? How did you solve it? We'd love to hear about it in the comments. Anything like that, assuming you have comments on your blog. That's up to the client. Some do, some don't. But that's the quick breakdown on CTAs for blogs. The nice thing is you don't have to really craft or construct it the way you do for sales copy because you're not playing a psychological mind game here. You're literally just presenting information and then giving them access to more information if they want it. That's why I love blogs. And I hope that makes sense. If you have any questions or additional insights or even a different perspective, I would love to hear it. Please drop it in the comments, and I look forward to working together so all of us freelancers can do even better work.